Hi, welcome to another 4A1 Designs video. I'm going to share my latest junk journal with you. I kept the cover pretty simple on this one. It just has this absolutely gorgeous Tim Holtz paper, so I almost like felt like I didn't want to cover it up. So what I did is I just added a charm. Kept it very simple so it wouldn't compete with that really pretty flower image. And then I added this really beautiful rose kind of charm to the very end of it. And then it's on a lobster clasp, so you can actually remove it and add it to your traveler's notebook if you are going to use this as an insert for your traveler's notebook. Then I added a gold paper clip here and some glass beads to the paper clips just to add some sparkle. And then this is the fun part. So then we have a really kind of dangly, sparkly closure that I add to all of my journals. And then in the back, I just added, let me take this off so you can see. There's a pocket back here. So I just added just some scrapbook paper so you can kind of journal on or use it as a photo mat. So let me put this back. Sorry if I keep getting out of frame. So what I did, because I kept the cover very simple, is that I thought of a way to give you kind of like an extra little something. And then here, I'll show you. So then it's got kind of like a secret, a secret flap. And there's a little tuck spot and some scrapbook paper. You could use this as a bookmark or something. But I just thought it would be a great place for you to add a picture or maybe journal here and tuck the picture behind there. And it's kind of like your secret little journaling spot or secret spot in your journal. And then you can just kind of hold it in place with the gold paper clip. And then let me actually put this back because we don't want to forget the charm. There we go. And the paper clip goes back there. All right, so now we open the closure and we go inside. This one, like I said, is very, very chunky. So lots to see. So on the inside, I just created a pocket with this beautiful image, and I believe this is also Tim Holtz paper. Added a die cut flower to the very edge of it, and then I made a tag, just some wrinkled seam binding. I used that tiny attacher to it, and then some scrapbook paper, kind of layered a stamped image, and then this is I believe a Tim Holtz die cut as well. So you can journal kind of behind that tag, but it's got lots of goodies there. And this is, you know, kind of like a printed, you know, money. And then what I did is that I stamped some lines so you can kind of journal behind that too. And this is just an alterations tag that I stamped that image on it. So then on this side, I used one of the Tim Holtz kind of like little ephemera pieces, and then I created a tuck spot for that, and this is more Tim Holtz, and this is just some scrapbook paper that I thought you could kind of journal on this one. And then you have a paper doily, kind of adding another layer. Lots of layers. So I created kind of like a pocket or tuck spot with this white paper bag. It's a small paper bag, and then just some more of the wrinkled seam binding, and the tiny attacher kind of keeps it in place. A flower die cut, and then I just kind of embellished the page with some old book page and some scrapbook paper. And this is just scrapbook paper and a tag. So this is some vintage music sheet, and I just added, love that. That's one of my favorite stamps. I added kind of some scrapbook paper, like a paper band, I guess, So you can journal on that. And then here's the same stamp again. That's so cute. So this is just some like writing paper, and then I added a little bit of that scrapbook paper that I showed you that on that front flap, kind of there. So I just added a little touch of that, kind of bringing it all together. Then here you have just some really pretty scrapbook paper, and I just love these. They have like glitter, these die cuts. They're so pretty. So then I created a pocket by just kind of folding the paper over. It's a stamped image, beautiful die cut butterfly. And then this is a shipping tag that I stamped. I added a die cut to that, printed image on here, more of that money images, right? Like it looks like from England. And then this is just some scrapbook paper, I believe, Tim Holtz, that I added some wrinkled seam binding. So you have a nice little collection of papers there that you can journal on. Then here you have a pocket that I added a nice big tag to. And that's pretty paper. Gosh, I love when they add glitter to the paper and it doesn't come off or anything, so it's perfect. And you have the stamped image, Happiness Always, one of my favorites. On this page, another tuck spot or pocket scrapbook paper that I created a tag, and then some more wrinkled seam binding. You have a shipping tag, some more Tim Holtz paper, and more of that paper that I showed you earlier, and I just created kind of like a bookmark for you. So you can kind of mark your spot when you're journaling. So here, beautiful paper. Again, this is like of a map, and this really pretty butterfly die cut. So I love doing that, where I just kind of use a little hot glue in the middle because it gives it movement. I think it's just really literally pops off the page. So that's why I like doing it. And oh my gosh, isn't this pretty? Look at the colors on that. I think it's one of my favorites. So I created a pocket, nice big tag here. And I have a thing for butterflies if you haven't noticed. So this paper is just gorgeous. And I believe that's Tim Holtz too. I added some washi tape. And this is just some writing paper that I coffee dyed. And added some more of that money, and it's not real, but like a printed image of a pound, I think. And this is just some Tim Holtz ephemera. I have some scrapbook paper here that I stamped. Very simple flower. I love that. And I think it goes so beautifully with these colors. So here you have, I don't have, let me see if I can get something so I can show you that it's a tuck spot. Oh, here we go. So I created a tuck spot there for you. So you can add a picture or something. And then you have that pretty bird. So this is the center of the journal. And then I added a white glassine bag right in the middle, and some more Tim Holtz paper, this beautiful like map, and then you have like the washi tape with the black and white again. I just love that, how that makes everything pop. And then on the other side, I added more Tim Holtz paper. I just love this stuff. So then inside the bag, I just added some scrapbook paper. So you can journal on or use it somewhere else in your journal as you're making it yours. So here's another really pretty layout, I think. This paper, the color is just so pretty. So then I just added some scrapbook paper there, a sticker, and then because this is a pocket, I just added some Tim Holtz paper, and then I stamped the back of this scrapbook paper so you can kind of journal on. Then this is the other side of that writing paper that I coffee dyed. Some more Tim Holtz. This is a Tim Holtz die. And that little, I think it's like a little bee, I'm not sure. Then another one of my favorite stamps, Happiness Always. And then a printed image back here. And this butterfly also has a nice little accent of glitter on it. I added some of that wrinkled seam binding to the paper clip here. So then it'll hold it together because it's actually kind of like a, I would say kind of like a tip-in, I guess. So it gives you another little spot. And the paper clip, besides the wrinkled seam binding, I added some clear glass beads to it. So it adds a lot of sparkle. So on this page, the other side of that map page that I showed you earlier, you have a really pretty blue flower die cut. And then this one, this is just so pretty. I'm telling you, these colors. So again, I added, I guess that's more of a moth, I would say, instead of a butterfly, but added that. And then this is also, I believe, a Tim Holtz ephemera piece. And then I wrapped the page and then held it together with a little glass bead on the paper clip. It's not pretty how that just kind of just feels, it looks like it's gonna fly off the page. But that way you can kind of journal behind that, behind that wraparound. Here's the shipping tag that's been stamped, and then just some more scrapbook paper. So you can also journal on or attach some of your ephemera to it. Then I added on the band here a sticker and then another flower die cut. So here we have a nice big flower. This one also has glitter, so I hope you can kind of see that. I'm trying, and I moved my desk where I normally shoot my videos to a new place, a new area in my house, trying to see if I can get better lighting, because sometimes the lighting is just so bad in where I was before that I was kind of limited to when I could record the videos. So I'm hoping that this one works, so I could maybe stay on top of it a little bit more. So here's some vintage music sheet. Then you have another band. I'm not gonna take this one out. It's just scrapbook paper. And then this is a printed image and some washi tape on this side. So, oh my gosh, look how pretty. So I used some scrapbook paper, then another layer of scrapbook paper. The butterfly is actually from a punch. And then I stamped it with Happiness Always. And this one I left empty, so you can kind of fill it with your own goodies. On this page, another cutie. You have some Tim Holtz paper, you have Tim Holtz die, and then I added a sticker, and then I attached it to one of those printed pounds. And this is a really pretty die cut too. So you have the paper doily, and then for the back cover, what I did is that I created a pocket with this brown envelope. I added some washi tape to it, and then I just added some Tim Holtz paper, so you can kind of see where you can add more of your stuff. And then I added some scrapbook paper, and then the final little extra is from some of my coffee dyed paper, the little pieces that I saved. I created a little notebook for you, and then just look at the really pretty stitching. My sewing machine's really, it's really good about the variety of stitches that I get with it. So I tried this one and I love it. I think it's really, really pretty. And then there's just some coffee dyed paper there. And I added a little paper clip so you can use it kind of throughout the journal. You want to put it somewhere else. And then you have the closure, which I showed you earlier, and I just put like, it's actually like on a beaded chain, and then I added 4 glass beads to it. So that should keep everything nice and secure. And yeah, so I hope you like that one. Like I said, it was just so fun. The colors are just, it kind of draws you in, and I think it's a perfect journal for spring, and a perfect journal to kind of add a lot of your happy memories to. So this one is actually sold, so I'll always include the link to my shop if you want to look at what else I have, but this one is already spoken for. But I did want to record a video and share it with you guys because some of the details, like I said, especially the flip front is kind of new, a new thing that I'm working on and I'm trying. So I thought you might enjoy that and maybe try it yourself. So anyways, I'm rambling. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, thumbs up please, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel but you want to see more of my videos and more of the journals that I'm working on, I hope you hit subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day.